to 1100 WSGI. And I love when my production assistant can read my mind. Thank you so much, Linda. Yeah, she and I both just flew in here because we both were not expecting to have to scrape our windshields this morning. So if you're just going out right now and you have not parked facing the sun, you're going to need to scrape. So leave a little bit of extra time. And so, anyways, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. You are so amazing. We come to you first and we just say, please forgive us where we have failed you. Please guide our steps this holiday season. Tell us what you want us to do. Remind us that we need to put you first in all that we say and all that we do. We love you, we praise you, and we thank you for paying attention to every little detail in our lives and for going before us and just, oh my gosh, all of the blessings. We love you, we praise you, we need you. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. Okay, guys. It is December 11th, okay? And so one thing, there is so much going on, especially this weekend, but I do want to talk about one thing straight off because it's tonight, and that is over at Grace Baptist is the cantata. So this is going to be at 6 p.m. at Grace Baptist Church, and I'm even going to give you the address for those people who are new in town, 2176 Wailing Road, Walling, Wailing Road, Springfield. And what this is the adult choir is going to sing 6 songs, followed by the pre-K. We're going to do 5 songs. So you're going to get the oldies and the youngies. So, well, not oldies. I mean, the adult choir is all ages, but it's adults. So, but the kids one, these are just the smallest ones because the older children are doing a play later on. And I'll mention that too. But tonight, you can hear the adult choir. And actually, Stephen and I are singing in it this year. So we're super excited. So it starts at 6. So I'd get there a little bit early if you want to be able to have a good chair. Because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good turnout for that. And that is tonight over at Grace Baptist in Springfield. Anyways, there is so much going on. And I'm really excited because this is my favorite time of the year. And there's so many opportunities to festivate and also opportunities for you to invite your neighbors and your friends because it's nonstop. And I'm going to bring up my Facebook feed actually because I did go and I shared a whole bunch of stuff. And, this is a great time to look on Facebook for events. And I know some people say, Facebook this, Facebook that. Well, you know what? This time of year is so great for looking up events because you can find them all around. And so make sure my Facebook page is just Lee Marie without a hyphen, even though I do go by Lee Marie as a first name. So I've been starting to hyphenate it on stuff. But anyway, if you go to Lee Marie, you're going to see, well, actually the first post is Nathan Lichty, and I'm going to be having him on, I believe, the first show after in January. He is a singer-songwriter, and I've been following him and really enjoying his stuff. He has such a heart for the Lord and such amazing songs, and I just love his voice. And so you're going to get to meet Nathan in the studio coming up in January. But I'm going to scroll down my Facebook page and go over, because I do have a guest coming, but I'm going to go over real quick some of the things going on this week. And let me tell you, Saturday, if you can't find something to do on Saturday, then no, there's no way, because there's literally like 50 things going on Saturday. All right, so looking at my Facebook page, the first thing that I see is Santa's Fly-In Toy and Food Drive. Santa's going to be flying into the airport here in Springfield, 4432 Airport Road. And you can see all the details on my page. Also, Santa's Workshop at Jones Farm. So lots of things going on there, live music. And this is going to be in Jolton from 11 to 4 this Saturday. And there's going to be vendors, Santa pictures, lots of stuff. Santa's really getting around on Saturday. I don't know how he's doing it, but he is he's going. Okay, then the next post there is O Night Divine, and that is the cantata tonight at Grace. And then let's see, Here With Us. Okay, this is Sunday. Yes, this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. This is South Haven's Christmas musical show and concert. And I know that Laverne had on Jason Royalty, I think maybe Monday. Monday. And so he was talking all about all the stuff that they're doing there. So that's going to be a fun thing. That is this Sunday. And then a 19th Century Christmas is this Saturday at 3 p.m. And this is at Fort Defiance in the Civil War Park. And this is actually in Clarksville, but this looked so interesting to me. I'm going to read a little bit of this here. Come celebrate Christmas as soldiers did in the 1860s in Clarksville. Join our historical department, Fort Defiance, on December 14th from 3 to 4:30. Indulge in period refreshments, parlor games, and activities. Step back in time, create period decorations, dress the tree, enjoy eggnog, cakes, caroling, and more. And there'll also be goodie bags for you to take home. You do need to pre-register, and it's $5 to do so. So that looked like something different and unique. And I did see my guest out there. So Linda, if my guest wants to come in early, they certainly can, and then I can just do the rest of my calendar after them. So you can go ahead and ask him if he wants to come in early, or if he wants to wait till 8:30. That's fine also. Okay, up next we have Breakfast with Santa, and that is at 8 a.m. This is in Coopertown. And let me read a little bit about this one. Okay, 3752 Old Coopertown Road. And this is the Coopertown Elementary PTO. They're going to do a silent auction. I know that because I just sent them over a gift certificate for the silent auction for line dance classes. Because remember, I do line dance classes right next to Crossroads Christian Bookstore. And that is at 600 South Main Street in the heart of beautiful, historic Springfield. And I've been adding classes because so many people are like, yeah, I want to do more. So you could go to Well in the Square. That is my Facebook page for the dance studio. And you can see the different events that we have because, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are both falling on a Tuesday. And I usually do Tuesday night classes, so I'm not going to be doing those. So I've added some more. So just keep an eye on my Facebook page, Lee Marie, and then also Well in the Square, and you'll be able to see when those added classes are. But you know what? Just a reminder, it's a great gift certificate to give people because you're giving them happiness and friendship. Because the more you move, the happier you are. And also, there are people making friends left and right in those classes, and that just warms my heart. So, anyways, I am now going to, yes, we have our special guest, Roger Dunn from Coldstream Camp. Let me turn on your microphone. How you doing, Mr. Dunn?
I am doing well. How are you?
Would you listen to that radio voice? Wow. That is a fantastic radio voice. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, you guys have something coming up, too. I'm going to put the camera on you so they can see. This is Roger Dunn, and what is your official title over at Coldstream?
I am the camp director.
And your family runs it?
Yeah, so we came in about a year and a half ago, and we are the camp directors. The owner, Mr. Joe Goodman, and Miss Linda Goodman, they still live there on the property. They are involved on the board. Mr. Joe is the president of the board. But we get the honor and privilege of serving our community and serving others and just kind of letting them know about the good news of Jesus. And we do all types of things out there, both our summer camp and our retreat season. Retreat season is basically every day outside of summer camp. So we have pretty much every day but Christmas and Thanksgiving, where groups can come in, or even families can come in and rent part of our facility.
And if you guys have not been over there yet, it is so beautiful. I think I was there with, I think maybe Springfield Baptist ladies did an overnight type of retreat there. And that was several years ago. But I remember I just absolutely loved it. Just so beautiful. Tell them a little bit what the grounds look like and what's over there.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, just a tad bit of history. So the Goodmans have been a farming family, and Mr. Joe's father, John, he was actually a commissioner of agriculture in Tennessee, so very involved, and not only in Robertson County, but across the state. And Mr. Joe and his brother used to camp down by these springs on the property. And at some point in time, as Mr. Joe was getting older, he was still young, but as he was growing out of his teens and he went to serve in the military, he decided that God was telling him he needed to start a camp. And that's ultimately what he did. Obviously, he like Jonah and others, maybe he tried to run away from God a little bit, but we can't run away from God. So that's kind of how it got started. The camp has turned into just a wonderful place, 75 acres. We have a 13-acre lake. We have three different parts of the property, a rustic bunkhouse style campground that can sleep up to 95 people.
Wow.
We have our Potter's house, which is a farm style house that can sleep up to about 20. And then we have a lakeside cottage, which is right on the lake, perfect for families who want to come for a getaway, can sleep up to 6. And yeah, I mean, there's something for everybody out there.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I did not realize that. Yeah, that many people could. So if somebody were to rent out the whole place, like what is the most people, the amount that they could have?
Yeah, we have one church that rents out every year. And they rent out the campground, the Potter's house, the lakeside cottage. They even bring in some camping trailers
Oh.
and a few tents, I think. They probably end up having about 125 people, but I think sleeping wise, we're at about 120,
Okay.
and all of the property.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. And you have something very special coming up, don't you?
We do. We have our second annual Christmas at Coldstream event.
I can put that in the camera. There we go.
There. So we did this last year, and it was just such a sweet time. Just we had about 100 people, which is what we can comfortably fit in our Denton Hall where we host it, and they just had such a wonderful time. We just got together. We had fellowship. We had some hot cocoa and coffee and cookies. We and then we honored Jesus. We sung some hymns. We read scripture, and we just worshiped.
So are you going to have crafts again this year?
We do have a craft available.
Okay.
We had one available last year, and a few people took advantage of it. But this is it's just a special event. Tickets are free.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to pay for it. I will say tickets are limited. We're probably down to about 15 tickets available.
Oh, goodness. All right. You hear that, you guys? So you got to go on and scan the QR code, right, to register?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can go on our Facebook page, Coldstream Christian Camp.
Okay.
And you can find it there as well, where you can go on and register. We do have the ability, if anybody is willing and able, we are accepting sponsors for the event to help offset cost. So if you're interested in that, you can purchase a sponsor ticket. Otherwise, the tickets are free. You don't have to purchase it. And ultimately, we just want people to come out and worship and just be a part of this Advent season.
Wow, that is so awesome. So y'all can go and they can also kind of tour the property a little bit at that time, can they? Or
we could.
Of course, I guess it'd be dark.
It is going to be dark, but if somebody was interested, I would say most likely what would happen is they could talk to me while they're there, and we could figure out a time that they could come during the daylight.
Yeah,
So
that would make more sense. But at least you can see the hall
Yes.
that you would be definitely, renting. And that's where they have all the meals and all that, right?
Yep, Denton Hall. It's our oldest building on camp. Part of the building, the original part of the building, was donated. Really, really, just amazing story. It was, I forget which church it was, but they were gonna get rid of it, and Ultimately, they ended up donating it. They said, you can have it, but you have to move it. So uh, they found somebody to move it. But apparently, at the same time that was happening, the railroad was on strike. So they had to cross the railroad tracks. And with the railroad on strike, they weren't allowed to cross it. And then, so they kind of parked on the side, and eventually, one of the workers came and helped them get across.
Oh my goodness.
So just just a lot of faith
Mm.
of God took them across the tracks,
Mm.
and
God will take you across the track. Sometimes you just have to wait.
yes, definitely. Um, but yeah, so Christmas at Coldstream coming up this Saturday, 6 p.m. is when it starts. But doors open up at 5:30.
Okay.
Definitely want to come and enjoy some cookies and just enjoy a good time with others. And
Will your
and yeah,
whole family be there?
my whole family will.
Awesome.
Yes,
So you can meet the Dunn family.
you can.
And
You
they are
can.
all so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I was driving Hannah to school this morning, and she's like, "What are you doing today, Daddy?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna go and talk to Miss Lee Marie on the radio." She's like, "Do you think she'll remember me?"
I certainly do. She did a fabulous job.
That's
Talk about
exact.
another person that's a natural for radio. Goodness.
That's exactly what I told her. She's our like go-to personality.
Uh-huh. Well,
Um,
that is so. How old is she?
she is 10. She'll
Oh my
be
gosh.
11 in February.
I swear she just handles herself so well, like more better than most of the guests, except for you, you know. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. So the doors open at 5:30. So I'm looking because I was going to go to that Fort Defiance Civil War in Clarksville. So I'm thinking that on the way back, yeah, that ends at 4:30. So on the way
Mm.
back. All right, Stephen, are you listening? Because I just discovered what we want to do on Saturday. All right, so now there's only 13 tickets left for Coldstream.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I need to scan that code?
Yeah, to be on the safe
okay.
side.
All right, I better do that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it right now. So that's awesome. Now tell people because not everybody knows where you are.
Okay, so Goodman Road. It's a dead end road, but we are just off of Port Royal Road. So the portion of Port Royal that goes between Kinney and Highway 76. If you're coming in Kinney Road and you turn on Port Royal that way, and there's a big curve in the road. There's a sign that says Coldstream Christian Camp. There's also a big sign that says "Keep your eyes on Jesus." So at that big curve in the road, I guess depending on which way you're coming from,
Mm-hmm.
if you're coming from Kinney, you turn left. If you're coming from Highway 76, you keep going straight. And we're just down past a couple of barns, a couple of houses, over a hill, and down at the bottom of the hill.
So it's really cool because it's like hidden, but it's really not that far from us. Like, do you know where Head's Farm is, right? On Kinney's
Oh,
Road?
yeah.
Okay. So what is that? Like about 12 minutes from there, basically? 15,
Yeah.
maybe at
Yeah.
the most. That's what I thought. Yeah, because my in-laws actually live on Kinney's.
Okay.
And so I was so shocked to find out that it was like 10 minutes from them,
Yeah.
because sometimes when you hear Adams, you don't know which part of Adams.
Exactly. I mean, so where our
Like on the
address is
border,
Adams.
right?
We are. We're actually probably, as the crow flies, about a third of a mile from the Montgomery County line.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So super close to us in Robertson County, guys. So this is a great thing. Now I know your dates are filling up fast.
They are.
So I know you have certain dates that you already are doing summer camps for kids.
Yep.
Are those registrations open already or not yet?
Nope. Those registrations will open February 1st.
Okay.
And exciting that we are adding a fifth week this year.
Oh, nice.
In the past several years, we've done 4 weeks. We do a week of day camp, but this year we're adding a week of day camp. It's actually the week of 4th of July, and then instead of doing 5 days, we're actually going to do 4 days. So we're going to take 4th of July off,
Okay.
give our staff the 4th of July off, and that way families can celebrate the 4th
Oh,
together.
that's a
They,
great idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But our season opens up after our staff training with 1 week of day camp, which is lower elementary school. Those going into kindergarten through those going into third grade. And then we will have a week of overnight elementary school. And day camp is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Overnight elementary. You arrive on Monday and you leave on Friday. So you're
Wow.
there.
A
Um,
whole week of godly camp.
yes, yes, and then we're having our second week of day camp again Monday through Thursday, the week of 4th of July, and that's for our upper elementary. So it'll be those going into third grade to those going into fifth grade.
Wow.
We heard a lot of feedback from families that either the student or the parent wasn't ready for their kids to come to overnight camp.
Okay.
And our day camp would end for those going into third grade. So we listened to our families and we're like, okay, let's add a week where we can have those older campers who may not be ready or comfortable sleeping at an overnight camp to have a week of day camp.
Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That's awesome too that you're just like really on top of, listening each time to the feedback and, tweaking it. So now as far as like if there's a church out there that wants to do a camp,
Yep.
now are those spots filling up too?
They are. They are. We have a lot of our most popular time for churches to do camps is definitely in the summertime outside of school.
Mm-hmm.
But with our summer camp running, our dates are very limited. I will say I know we're pretty much fully booked. We've got 4 different groups starting kind of the last week of May, going into the second week of June, and then we're shut down with groups for our summer camp, and then there's availability, I believe, starting the last week in July.
Okay.
But we also have weekends available. We get a lot of churches that will come and either do a family camp or we'll do a youth retreat, and they'll try to do it on weekends. Sometimes they'll try to plan it where there's like a 3-day weekend at school.
Mm.
So other times, April is a great time, and September, October are great times. So I will say that the times with the most availability are definitely still those winter months, but we end up having quite a few groups that book during the winter with us.
All right. Well, and that should be fun too, because like when there's snow, can people like, toboggan down
Oh
anything or?
yeah, they definitely can.
That's so fun.
We when we got our what 3-4 inches of snow last year, the one time, our kids were just having a blast because we moved from the Northeast before coming here, so they were used to a little bit more snow up there.
Yeah, a little bit. That's awesome. All right. So tell them one more time about how they can be a part of this Saturday's festivities.
Yep. So go to our Facebook page at Coldstream Christian Camp, and you can register there. Definitely be sure to register. The reason, even though tickets are free, we have limited space and capacity, so we want to make sure that everybody gets a seat and the nice warm parts of the Denson Hall. But it's going to be a great time. We're going to sing some hymns, read some scripture, just fellowship with each other, and just worship our God.
That's awesome. And then again, this is a nonprofit. And so if there's somebody out there that says, hey, I still want to do some end of year giving, this
Mm,
would be a great thing to do because I know certain groups get a lot more donations this time of year. And so some of these types of places could really, a donation means so much more.
yes.
At this time. And so please consider doing a donation for this because that's awesome that you're doing this event. It's totally free and just letting people know where you are and getting to meet each other.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, when we do these events, we our first and foremost reason for doing it is to honor God.
Amen.
But we also want to be a beacon of light to our community.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are a business, even as a nonprofit. We need to make money in order to operate.
Mm-hmm.
But all of the donations, all of the income from the rentals that we get in, it goes to try to make sure that we are staying viable and staying as a place where people can come,
Mm-hmm.
and as we like to say, we exist to provide rest and respite to those who need it. And
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest, we all need rest and respite.
Amen to that. Now, is there a phone number, an email, or do you just prefer on Messenger?
No. So
Okay.
phone number
Okay.
is area code 615-696 2208.
One more time.
Again, 615-696-2208. You will hear my voice on the end when it is answered. And yeah, definitely call. Again, call if you want to get more information. Call if you want to come out for a tour. Don't just show up. We've had a few folks that have done that in the past. We want to make sure that we're giving you a proper tour.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to have you out there and see us. Um, Highlighting something else that we're doing in the spring on April 26th, we're going to do our second annual youth fishing rodeo.
Oh.
And hopefully I can come back on later on before that and highlight that a little bit. But it was such a wonderful event last year. Again, totally free to the community. We ended up having, in total, with volunteers, youth, and chaperones, about 150 people.
Wow.
Which was an amazing. It went beyond any expectation that we would have had, and every kid ended up getting a prize, no matter what. That was one of our goals. We partner in this event with TWRA. They were great. They probably had 10 or 11 of their TWRA officers out there, helping out. And we also had some generous businesses in the community sponsor. And I would name off as many as I could, but I'm afraid I would leave
Right.
people out. But yeah, we are going to be seeking sponsors again, because our goal is to not have any debt from this, but to make sure that we can provide this for the youth in our community. And yeah, and it was just it was again one of those outreach events that we want to continue to do.
And you said volunteers. I bet you my husband would absolutely love to volunteer because he loves fishing. And he's so
Yes.
good with children.
Yes. Well, okay, you're signed up.
All right. There you go, Stephen. Hear that? Put that on your calendar. Awesome. And the date of that fishing rodeo again was April?
April 26th. Be on the lookout. Again, our social media. I'll make sure Lee Marie knows it, because I know she does a great job with her social media and getting everything out there. And we will, we will We will pray for a good day
Mm-hmm.
of weather.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was perfect.
Mm.
Wasn't too cold, and
Awesome.
yeah.
All right. Well, this coming Saturday, again, we have their Christmas party over at Coldstream. It starts at 6 p.m. You must pre register. So go to Coldstream Camp Facebook page to do that. Thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything else that you need to mention to the universe?
Um, nothing in particular. I mean, you mentioned volunteers, and I'll again put out a plea for volunteers. We have lots of little projects out there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just not enough time in the day to get them all done.
Mm.
So we are really seeking volunteers. Some people have money that they can donate, which is great. We need that too. But some people don't have the money, but you might have the time.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you have some time that you're willing to donate, please call me at that number.
All right. Is there anything that they can do like this week, getting you help before your open house? Or are you already ready for your
I think we're covered for this
this week?
weekend,
Okay.
but we definitely have some projects that we would like to get completed kind of during our slower season,
Oh, okay.
which is over the winter. Um, so yeah,
Okay,
reach out.
awesome. And again, a lot of people are, volunteering at soup kitchens and doing all this other stuff. And so a lot of these types of groups, not only do they get kind of looked over for donations, but also for volunteer time. And again, one or two, days that you can give them is going to go so far for them. And, you're part of building the kingdom. So I
Yes,
highly encourage you guys to get involved and support our local Christian camp. Thank you so much, Mr. Dunn, for coming on.
awesome.
Hopefully,
Thank
we
you.
will see you this Saturday.
Yes,
All
definitely.
right.
Looking forward to it.
And say hi to Heather and everybody for me.
I will.
All right. Take care. God bless. All right. We're going to need to go to a sponsor break now. And let's hear from UPS.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need printing, we'll be the printing store.
I need help printing brochures. My at-home printer became self-aware.
Of course, the UPS Store can print. Wait, you said self-aware?
Yeah, one day it was saying it was low on ink, and the next it was saying it wanted to rule the world.
Weird. Well, whatever you need, we've got you covered.
The UPS Store can help small business owners be unstoppable with our printing services. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
All right. I hope you guys will go and check out Coldstream Camp. That is this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. in Adams, and it is really on the border of Robertson County. So it's border of Cedar Hill. Really, it's so close to us. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that and mark that down. All right, we're going to go back to some more calendar items. Roger came in early, so I wanted to get him in and out so he could get back and start getting ready for this Saturday. So many fun things going on this week. Now, this is also, looks like, I didn't even know that Long Hollow had an ice rink. But did you know that from today, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., they're having the, oh my gosh, and it's other days as well. So they have an actual synthetic ice rink in Legacy Park. And so it said, families and friends, come and create your lasting memories together. There's no cost, but reservations are recommended. And it says reservations are same day only and open at 6 a.m. each day. So I guess that day that you want to go is when you register. And says limited space will be available, but reservations are definitely recommended. And so this is at the Long Hollow, right out, let's see, 3031 Long Hollow Pike in Hendersonville. And so how fun is that? I used to love ice skating when I was a kid. We had a local rink, and I just have so many great memories of that. Anyways, let's see. There's a boat parade coming on. Also, it's in Hendersonville as well, but that's not that far. That is this Saturday, starting at 5:30. There is a boat parade in Hendersonville. You can look at my Facebook page. So again, I'm back on my Facebook page, just scrolling down. Holly Jolly Farm Day, and this is going to be at Heads Farm right here on Kinney's Road this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. And I'm going to tell you, all you dog lovers, we can take our fur babies there between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. this Saturday for pictures with Santa Claus. So hopefully going to be squeezing that in on my morning. And then from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., family photos with Santa. So, but the pets are only 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. They're going to have cookies, cocoa, ornament painting, and lots of things over at Head's Farm. And that's at 3422 Kinney's Road in Cedar Hill. All right, Long Hollow is also doing a Christmas spectacular this Saturday at 4 p.m. You can go on my Facebook page to see more of that. Let's see, another breakfast with Santa. That's next Saturday, December 21st in Goodlettsville. There is no shortage of pictures with Santa around here. Matter of fact, I was so happy that Santa came to our TFA Christmas potluck this past Monday. That was just so great for him to show up there. We had a blast. We got great pictures. I haven't posted anything yet because my phone was full, and so I had to use my father-in-law's phone, and so I didn't get to get those photos yet, but I will get them real soon and post those because we got some adorable pictures with Santa. And thank you guys all for bringing the presents for our veterans and surviving spouses. Yesterday, Linda Schuler and I went there and we put everything in the gift bags with the tissue and got it all ready for them. They're going to be delivering those on Friday. So thank you to the local Robertson County TFA and also the Robertson County GOP for providing those gifts for our veterans for Christmas. I think we said we had 58 bags of goodies. So thank you guys so much for participating in that. Okay. Oh, goodness, there's so much more. This Sunday, 5 p.m., Christmas with Purpose. And let me see if I can get the address. Okay, that's going to be at the Bell Chapel right here. Go ahead, go on my Facebook page. You can scroll for more information. I don't want to go out and come back in because then I'll lose my spot here. Let's see, Gospel Singing Convention. Okay, that's not till January. I'm not going to hit that right now. I don't want to confuse anybody. Okay, so then scrolling down, we have South Haven's Here With Us concert. So that's a Christmas concert that is free, and that looks like that is this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Again, you can go back to Laverne's show from Monday and listen to Jason Royalty. He was on at 7:30, and he talked about all of their upcoming events, their live nativity, and all of that. And just remember, guys, please be sharing our shows on Facebook. It's also live on YouTube as well. But when you share it, it definitely gets to a lot more people because we don't naturally just come up in people's feeds. So please be doing that. And then also remember that now we have a phone app for both Android and iPhones. So you can have WSGI on your phone no matter where you are. And then, of course, there is WSGI1100.com, which is our website, which also streams everything. So plenty of opportunities. Let people know that we have this gem right here in Robertson County, right here in Springfield, WSGI 1100. And then, of course, when you're driving along in your car, if your car still has a radio, which my car does, and I will always want to have a radio in my car, 1100, such a great channel to have. That's the only channel that I listen to in my car. And
join me, Lee Marie, every Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on WSGI for The Go Show, your source for information, inspiration, and always some dates to add to your calendar. And every first Friday, we try to stump the wild doc. So keep sending in the...
People just want to come on. That's why I have my production assistant, Linda, standing by to tell me, okay, something's going on. All right, I just took it off auto, so it shouldn't happen again. Anyways, where was I? Can't remember. But it's talking about the station. Listen to the station. Tell your friends. Yeah, so right now we're playing Christmas music, but during the regular part of the year, we play good old gospel now, which is bluegrass gospel, southern gospel, just fun stuff, Johnny Cash, Elvis. So we're the only one in town doing that, so super fun. Spread the word when you're gathering for your Christmas things. Tell your people. Okay, so next, wrong mouse. Let me use the mouse on my computer. Okay, scrolling down my Facebook page. Thanks for putting up with me, guys. Hey, Paul Jones, thank you for those cool stamps. And I was thinking this morning, I thought, stamps is a good Christmas gift. So many of us have a lot of things, right? And just too many things, right? So it's really great. I love practical gifts. And, he gave me these cool stamps on Saturday at the GOP. And they're these round, they look like stickers. They don't look like stamps, but they're really fun. Anyway, I was thinking, stamps is a great thing to give people, I think, for like a unique gift. You can get them some cool looking, cards, and then, a cool sheet of stamps that is, something that they like, or maybe those cool round sticker stamps. But anyways, I love presents like that. Like, and experiences, memories, giving people memories, because, physical things are going to fade away, but, memories, you remember. And like somebody else gave us some tickets for something. It's like, those are just things that, you can use, and you don't have to worry about where you're going to put it. And I love getting tickets to things. So anyway, and matter of fact, thank you, Paul Jones, that White Christmas is going to be playing on the big screen in several locations. I know one will be Opryland, and how fun is that? So I'm so glad that Paul told us about that. Um, so I'm going to be going to that. Okay, back to my Facebook page. Okay, then you scroll down, look at that. 3 tables, if you can tell, there's 3 tables there of gift bags. And that was from Post 45 in Greenbrier. And that was what Linda and I put together yesterday. And that was so much fun. Okay, yes, I do share a lot of like lost dog things too for Robertson County, because that just breaks my heart when I see people's pets that are lost. So guys, be so careful. I know that, a lot of people don't have fences, and they say, well, we always have our dogs out and stuff, but you have to be so careful, because a squirrel or whatever, comes flying by, another dog, and they're gone, and you just don't want to lose that family member. So please be careful. And also when you're driving along, guys, I know everybody's in a hurry to festivate and whatever, but be careful when you are driving, because there's a lot of dogs that are still crossing the streets, and kids, of course, too. But I mean, just be real careful, because this time of year we get so many things on our mind that we just, sometimes we just don't remember what we're doing. Okay, so then there's a video right there, a little short video of Santa at our Christmas party. So that is so cool. And then, of course, my little blurb about line dances. I can't emphasize this enough. These are only $10 class right now, guys. Move it or lose it. That's all I can say. So dancing, there are like 50 benefits: physical, mental, spiritual. There's so many good benefits to dancing and exercising in general. So this is another great gift. Give a gift certificate of some type of, activity. Okay, then we're scrolling down. Oh, I missed the Smoky Mountain Christmas. Yeah, South Haven had that. I was hoping to go to that. Anyways, I need to do another sponsor break, because I've been talking a lot. So let me go ahead and here we go. Here is Southside.
Nothing can compare to the down-home customer service that you receive from a small-town, family-run drugstore like Southside Drug Company. Stop in and talk with the friendly staff. They've been specializing in hometown customer service for over 100 years. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit SouthsideDrugCo.com. Be sure to tell them Lee Marie sent you.
All right, I am back, and I just remembered that I also took some screenshots of cool Christmas things. So let me pull those up real quick. Okay, J. Travis Price Park. That's right. Don't forget, guys, have you driven through yet? Everybody loves Christmas lights. And how cool is it to be able to drive through and just see a whole bunch of things, And so that's what you can do. Right now, they have drive-through and walk-through nights. So let's see, every night you can drive through, but there's certain nights that have walk-through and activities. So this coming Saturday is one of those. So the 14th and the 21st are the last 2 walk-through activity nights. But then you can drive through nightly from now until the 23rd of December. So that is right at Travis Price Park, and I highly recommend doing that. It's so awesome. I think that all the city departments, compete with the different scenes, and so definitely drive through from now until the 23rd. Okay, let's see. Does it have the hours on this page? It doesn't have the hours, but maybe Linda can look up those hours for Winter Wonderland and let me know what time those close, because maybe we could go on our way home from the cantata today. Okay, breakfast and dinner with Santa. When is this? Oh my goodness. Again, another thing this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you can bring your little ones and they can have breakfast or dinner with Santa at Chick-fil-A right here on Tom Austin. And that's fun. So that's another thing that we can do. Oh my goodness, there's so many things. And of course, all of the churches are having great things. I know I only mentioned a couple churches, but there's a ton. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find the flyer real quick. No, I can't. Okay. Don't forget I believe the Journey Through Bethlehem is going to be going through the 15th. And remember, we had Hannah on from the Pottery Shop, and she talked all about that. So I think it was called Journey Through Bethlehem. And I hope that I can make it over there because it sounded absolutely fantastic. They have the whole gym. They have just, oh yeah, there's even pictures from it. Cool. Yes, you can go up until the 15th, and that is in Jolton at the First Baptist Church. It's a free event, but you do need to pre-register, and so you better go online because I don't know if it's full or not. I know all the carriage rides in Springfield are full, but I don't know if that one is. So go ahead and check that out. Again, just another way to make some memories with your family. All right, I'm going to do one more sponsor break while we look up the Travis Price Park Winter Wonderland. Get those hours for you because obviously I know it doesn't start till it's dark, but I don't know how late it goes. So we're going to look that up while we take our last commercial break.
The Dunn family would like to thank everyone who participated in the tour of Coldstream Christian Camp during Experience Robertson County. Coldstream Christian Camp is now taking reservations. Ministry workers, men's and women's groups, small churches, and families will enjoy rest, retreat, and grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Coldstream Christian Camp, partnering with families and churches since 1980. For more information, visit coldstreamchristiancamp.org or call 615-696-2208. 615-696-2208. And tell them Lena Reese sent you.
Compared to the down.
All right, I found it. It was a race, but I found it. 5:30 to 9 is the hours for the Travis Price Christmas lights. And so thank you, Linda. You're so awesome. Okay, so let's see today. Oh, all right. December 14th. That's this Saturday. They are having Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas is going to be over there. How cool is that? There's so much going on. I wish there was 5 of me. There's so many things I want to go to. All right. How fun is that? Okay, so so Travis Price opens at 5:30. The lights go on, and then looks like they're open until 9. And so the last 2 activity nights, December 14th is the Grinch, and then the 21st, 21st, Saturday after that, they're having bounce houses, a petting zoo, and pony rides. Oh my gosh, I love Robertson County. I love Springfield. Okay, and this is Travis Price Park. I'm going to give you the address because not everybody knows where it is. 4155 Wilkes Road. That's Wilks in the wonderful city of Springfield. And so you definitely have to get over there. The Winter Wonderland is absolute. Every single year, it seems to get better and better. And again, this is free and open to the public. So definitely put that on your calendar. All right. Yeah, I think after tonight's cantata, I'm going to be driving over there. So just one more mention of this. Grace Baptist Church cantata is tonight, 6 p.m. Want to arrive a little bit early if you want to get a good seat. And that is 2176 Whaling Road in Springfield. The adult choir starts, and they do about 6 songs and followed by the pre-K. It's so fun to see those littles. Oh, my goodness. They're going to do about 5 songs also. So, again, that's tonight at Grace Baptist. But every church, I think, is doing something cool tonight. So, check out your church. Of course, I'm not trying to take anybody away from that already has a church, but I'm just saying if you don't have anywhere to go tonight, that'll be a really fun thing to go to. Abby has done such a great job. Matter of fact, we had Abby on the show, on the Go Show. Was it last Wednesday? I think it was last Wednesday. We had her on, and she talked about all the stuff that's going on over at Grace. She is doing an absolutely amazing job as the worship leader over there. And there are a lot more things. I told you that the kids have a play coming. Also, let's see, the senior adults are having a luncheon this Saturday at 1 p.m. in the Fellowship Hall. Those tickets are $5. Oh, yeah, here's the kids program. Okay, it's called Nativity. And this is their play. And so the older kids, above kindergarten, Wednesday night, December 18th. So a week from tonight at 6 p.m. is going to be the older children's program. And if you guys know Braden, it's going to be great. He is there. The kids leader is so creative and just awesome. So that's going to be another great thing to see, and that is next Wednesday. So also at 6 p.m. Anyways, again, if you have a something going on and you want it to be considered for inclusion in the Go Show, please email me at retrolimarie@gmail.com. Again, that's retrolimarie@gmail.com. I can't put them all in, but I do put a lot. And also, what's really great is if you send it to me on Messenger on Facebook. That's almost better because it's so easy to share an event on Facebook that's really a great way to contact me and to let me know what's going on. But as you can see, there's a ton of things going on. We only have 4 minutes left. And again, I just want to put a plea out there for you all to contact 3 people this week and invite them to something. All right. You all have that challenge. 3 people that maybe you haven't ever contacted before. Maybe your neighbor, they live by themselves and you know that they would love to have someone to go look at Christmas lights with them. Say, hey, Travis Price Park, have you been to see those lights yet? They're fabulous. Come along. Will you go with me? I don't want to go by myself. Will you go with me? That's a great line. And take them. We're good. Yeah, take them and, festivate. And so 3 people, think about it right now. Maybe you want to invite someone to tonight's cantata. Maybe on Saturday, you already heard there's like a million things to pick from on Saturday. Okay. So 3 people, that's what I want you guys to do. And remember, if you are sad or depressed or anything like that, you might need to call 5 people. Right. I was reading this one thing that said, what was it? It was on the Master Gardener's page. I don't know if I could find it fast enough. You know what? I don't think I can. I'll say it next time. It said something about, I'll try to remember it. It said something like, if you are, I know. It said something, okay, you should spend at least, a half hour outdoors in nature a day. And then it said, if you're really busy, then you should spend an hour or something like that, like, 15 minutes and then 3 minutes. So it's like, sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm too busy, to go out and do a walk and just, breathe in fresh air, or I'm too busy to, to eat healthy, so I'm just going to drive through this or whatever. Like, take time to take care of yourself and to take care of those around you, and take time to put in these things, because it's so hard during this busy season, but it can also be so amazing. And so again, last week I went to the Wings of Love ceremony, and that was a ceremony that District Attorney Robert Nash did that enabled all of the families who lost someone to homicide this year. They went and hung an ornament on the tree in remembrance of them. I went to that ceremony, and I think, earlier in the day, for whatever reason, I was just kind of down. And I'm never I'm always positive. I'm always full of energy. But for whatever that day, I don't know what's going on, but I was just kind of like, eh. Anyways, I went to that ceremony and it completely changed my perspective. I was not hanging an ornament on a tree for somebody that was killed this year. So guys, I know it's hard for a lot of you. You're like, oh, I wish I wasn't single. Oh, I wish I didn't lose 2 family members this year. Like, a lot of you, I know there's a lot of pain out there. Laverne was talking about someone today who was recently divorced and going through a lot of pain with that. I know there's a lot. And God said, in this life, you will have these trials, but He is there for us, and He wants to take care of every one of your needs. So just pray to Him and ask Him. And that's my prayer too, is that the Lord just put His arms around all of you so that you feel His love. Okay. And there's some people that don't know about His love, guys. This is Christmas. This is when He came into the world, guys. We need to tell people about that. Listen to those Christmas songs. It tells the story. There's so many beautiful Christmas songs. And after I became a Christian, I started listening to these songs so much differently. They're worship songs. So you guys use this season to tell people about the hope that we have now. Our life here is so short. It really is. Eternity is forever. What is important? What do we need to focus on, guys? So what? You didn't find the particular size or color or whatever that you're looking for, and you're stressing out, or they didn't have the turkey or whatever don't let the enemy make you focus on little things that do not matter for eternity. We need to be kingdom minded. I mean, we have this hope, and so many of us have it, and we're not telling enough people about it. So, one great way to tell people about it, guys, is to invite them out to these things. There's a lot of Christmas songs playing, there's a lot of Christmas messages going out. So, this is your opportunity. Invite them out and introduce them to Jesus. Anyways, I am out of time. Thank you for joining me today. This has been Lee Marie with The Go Show. And guess what? This Friday is a special gift because we have Wild Doc coming on. He's going to be talking about lupus. So if you have any friends or family members with lupus, make sure they tune in or please share it. But yes, this Friday morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., I'm going to have Wild Doc on. And so please tune in. All right, you've been listening to 1100 WSGI. This has been Lee Marie on The Go Show. Have a great day.